Hi everyone, my name is Mark Friedrich. I am your child's adventure education teacher here at Millburn High School. Welcome to virtual back to school night. My presentation tonight will take you inside the world of adventure education through video format. This presentation is short, but it is packed full of information that'll help you better understand what adventure education is, how your students are assessed, and why this is a very unique physical education class. Please sit back, enjoy, and don't hesitate to contact me following this presentation with more questions. Have a great evening, and thank you for coming. Welcome to Millburn High School Adventure Education. Let's take a quick look at our two learning spaces for this class. Our Outdoor Challenge course is located on the far back field and is one of the largest public school adventure courses in the state of New Jersey. Our Indoor Challenge course is located in our new gymnasium and gets plenty of use during colder months. Both challenge courses have been purchased and supported by our Millburn Short Hills Education Foundation. Before we get into course content, I think it's important you understand what adventure education really is. After all, this is not your normal physical education or gym class. Adventure education is a one-marking period physical education elective course that is part of our state-mandated health and physical education curriculum. This unique experiential education class focuses on team building and group development skills, technical skills training for our challenge courses, and of course the physical climbing of our over 20 obstacles on our two challenge courses at Millburn High School. This class encompasses the philosophy of teamwork to do almost everything in our curriculum, which is vital for group development skills both in school and beyond. Adventure education is offered to students 3 out of 4 marking periods and can be taken numerous times as a physical education elective. Let's take a minute to talk about course content in adventure education. You know, what will your child be learning? Our current classes with your children in them are already 3 weeks into their adventure, and I have to tell you, it's great to have our students safely back in school for live instruction. All adventure education classes are comprised of a mixture of 12th, 11th, and 9th grade students, so team building, icebreakers, and social emotional learning activities have been and will continue to be prevalent on a regular basis in our classes as we get to know each other and form our connection as a class. Currently, our students are working on technical skills for equipment application, knot tying, and belay team skills as we prepare to start climbing on our Outdoor Challenge course next week. Once we start climbing in October, the sky's the limit, literally, as students will be climbing at heights of 30 feet on a daily basis. See, I told you this wasn't your normal gym class. Let's talk about grading in adventure education. Students are assessed on participation in all activities, but 25% of the final grade is based off their active participation and engagement during the team building activities throughout the marking period. This class is based on group development, so this is an important part of the student's overall success in adventure education. Technical skills application and assessment are worth another 25%, as students know learning these crucial skills is essential in a class like this. Students may never be 100% proficient in all technical skills, but comprehension is vital and instructor support is encouraged for reinforcement of these skills. My favorite part of grading in adventure education is charting students' progress with the physical/adventuring piece of our class. In other words, how many climbs did your child attempt? Notice, I did not say complete, as students are encouraged to attempt everything, but accept the fact that some climbs will get the best of them and they are allowed to come down at any time. Our class operates on a challenge by choice principle, which means you are completed with your climb when you think you've given it everything you can and honestly can say, I did my best. We celebrate all climbs in adventure education. Lastly is class attendance, as physical education is a mandated class for graduation at Millburn High School. Please know that students must be in class, but in case of an absence, they should be called in by you to the attendance office. Students are allowed a maximum of 7 absences in a 1 marking period course. Please see Power School for your students' attendance record and contact me if you have any concerns with your students' attendance. And lastly, let's take a minute to talk about our class values and find out how the high five hand is symbolic of them. The fingers of our high five hand are symbolic of our class values in adventure education. The thumb is symbolic of being on board. Be on board with trying something new. Be on board with being a good teammate. Be on board with challenging yourself. The index finger is symbolic of taking responsibility for yourself. Point that finger at you and ask yourself, what did you do to earn your grade today? The middle finger, we all know it as a sign of disrespect. Don't disrespect anyone or any challenge in adventure education. Always be respectful. The ring finger, symbolic of commitment in a relationship. We want you to commit to making new relationships while strengthening your old ones. We also want you to be 100% committed to giving your honest best each day in class. And lastly, the pinky, most likely to get hurt. The pinky is symbolic of safety, both physical safety and emotional safety. Keep an eye out for your classmates. Keep an eye out for yourself. Well, that's a wrap. Millburn High School Adventure Education Back to School Nights come to an end. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and more importantly, I hope you learned a little bit about what your child will be doing in adventure education this marking period. Should you have any comments, concerns, or questions, please see the email address on the screen and reach out to me immediately. I'm always willing to connect and talk about adventure education. Thank you for coming. Have a great evening.